Hey, what is going on, guys? Rondo or Rondini here, bringing you guys a new video today, and you guys can see by the title of today's video, it's actually the top 5 PvE weapons in the Taken King. I thought I'd make a really good list for you guys, give you guys a little rundown of what I think the top 5 PvE weapons are in the Taken King, and I thought, you know, all my top 5s do amazing on my channel, so I thought I would do another one for you guys since you guys have been just killing it with all the support. So let's just jump right into the top 5 plays for this week. Coming in the number 5 spot for the top 5 PvE weapons is going to be the Imigo Loop. Why I picked this weapon specifically for the fifth spot is because this weapon brings back the memories of the good old Fatebringer. I remember when I first got the Fatebringer in VOG, it was such a cool thing to get. It was such a beast hand cannon, and you know, with this weapon and having the right roll, especially since if you get Firefly, this weapon brings back and it makes it feel like the Fatebringer, the 2.0 version, and the looks and everything sort with this weapon. It's such a cool weapon to have, and that's why I picked it as the number 5 spot, just because it's actually a solid weapon after patch, especially since people have been favoring scout rifles and pulse rifles over hand cannons now, and also just because of the reminder of the Fatebringer. So that's why the Imigo Loop got the 5th spot in the top 5 PvE weapons. So coming into the number 4th spot for the top 5 PvE weapons is going to actually be the Smite of Marin. So some people might not know what this weapon is, but it's actually the pulse rifle that you can earn from doing the King's Fall raid. In my preference, I enjoy this pulse rifle. It's probably one of my favorite weapons actually in the Taken King, and I actually obtained this, obviously, like I said, from the King's Fall raid. And what makes mine such a good weapon, or you know, good pulse rifle, is having Firefly. That's what makes my pulse rifle a game changer, and that's why it's so good. In my opinion as well, I think this pulse rifle and actually the heavy machine gun are the only usable weapons out of the raid. The other ones I don't really enjoy. I don't like the hand cannon, I don't like the sniper, so I definitely recommend you try to get this scout rifle just because it's a really solid weapon. If you get Firefly, it's game over. It's one of the best weapons, definitely in the Taken King. So this is why the Smite of Marin got the number 4th spot in the top 5 PvE weapons in the Taken King. Coming in the number 3 spot for the top 5 PvE weapons in the Taken King, the number 3 spot's actually going to go for the Last Extremity, and a lot of people are going to ask me why this weapon, no one has it, where do you get it? I got this in a random drop, a legendary drop from a Nightfall, and this scout rifle is by far the best scout rifle in the game today. I actually made a video yesterday. If you guys want to go check it out, you guys can, but I picked this as the number 3 spot. I don't have it as number 1 because there's other weapons that are, you know, better than this, and I have my reasons. But for this weapon, I had Firefly extended mag. It has the highest impact, I'm pretty sure, for a scout rifle. It has a really high range, fast reload, high reload. Rate of fire is pretty decent, and stability is really good. Overall, solid scout rifle, and that's why it's in the number 4 or number 3 spot for the top 5 PvE weapons. If you guys want to know more about it, you guys can go down in the description. I'll have a link for the video I made about this weapon, but that's why I picked this as the number 3 spot for the top 5 PvE weapons in the Taken King. Coming in the well-deserved number 2 spot for the top 5 PvE weapons in the Taken King, I'm actually going to be picking the Touch of Malice as the number 2 spot. Why the Touch of Malice is not number 1, there's reasons behind it. So for the Touch of Malice, it's obviously a solid weapon. It's one of the best exotics in the Taken King. It does a lot of damage, but really it's not an insane all-around PvE weapon. It can do pretty well overall around if you really think of so, but its really main use is in the raid, especially against Oryx and the Daughters. That's why I put it in here, just because it's such an effective gun in the raid. And PvE, a huge thing about PvE is actually doing the raids and strikes, and it does a lot of damage against other bosses. So that's why I put the Touch of Malice at the number 2 spot of the top 5 PvE weapons in the Taken King. And to finish off the top 5 plays, in the number 1 spot, it's actually going to go to the 1,000-yard stare. It's actually a legendary sniper that you can buy from the Vanguard. I recommend you buy it right from the Vanguard just because the perks are really, really, really good for the 1,000-yard stare. You actually get triple tap and mulligan. That's amazing. Or if you get anything else better from a drop or anything, I would use this sniper no matter what. This is one of the best snipers. I actually use it in the raid quite often, and it does so much damage, and it's just an overall beast sniper. It's probably the best sniper in Destiny, in my opinion. Maybe some people prefer the Black Spindle, but I think that sniper is actually getting nerfed soon. But so the 1,000-yard stare is my go-to sniper now. So I really thought this deserved the number 1 spot. Since it's just such a good sniper and it does such a good job you know, dealing damage on bosses and enemies and stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and the top 5 PvE weapons. I thought this would be a really good video. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys disagreed with some stuff. I know some people will, but I thought this was a pretty fair and good top 5, so let me know. Also, if you guys have a different list, and let me know what you guys thought of my list. Like I said, make sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe for more daily Destiny content. And I'll see you guys in another video. This is Rondo Rondini. See you later, YouTube.